when I look at my children, they are not afraid to try something new, to put an idea out there. And somehow as we grow up, we lose that ability to be vulnerable.
If you talk to employees today, only a third of them feel like they have the tools and the capabilities to untap their creativity.
When we look at organizational culture, we look at leaders saying we want to be more accepting of risk. We want our people to be less risk averse. But we're not really creating the conditions for that to happen if we really look back at that. So we've spent a lot of time working on research that is based on an ecosystem of spaces, based on our insights and research on how people focus, how people learn, how people are creative. And we've combined that with Microsoft's range of devices. So if their range of devices from mobile to fixed, which they have the most breadth of collaborative devices on the market, and our range of spaces that can help people do their best work individually or in group work.
60% of millennials today, 60% say the technology and the space that the employer provides is a key decision-making factor in whether they'll go work for that employer or not.
Creativity requires three main things. One is understanding people, collecting insights, really getting to why is this relevant, what I'm going to work on, what I'm thinking. Second is framing a question, taking those insights and framing a question that people can start to answer. People in my organization, people in my team can start to tackle with design thinking. And then third is to actually design, to actually try things out, fail, learn, in an iterative process, work your way to a solution. So if we think about the insights part, understanding, learning, continuously learning, being curious, this I think is a fundamental mindset shift for a lot of corporations today, is not being operationally excellent, but starting with curiosity, starting with questions.
This is an ideation hub. This is where you might start the brainstorming process of creation. And you want the teams to come together in person and remotely, so you can use the Skype for Business and have people join from all over the world, frankly, and be creating together using the interactive hub. We've thought through kind of the circulation pattern so that there's a flow of people and to the technology and to one another, and it helps to augment and get into that creative flow much easier. So this studio really is augmented with multiple devices, the studio itself from Microsoft, the Surface itself, and then the hub, so that you could work individually together and then bring more people in that lounge setting to have an even more comprehensive iterative process with a few others on your team.
One of the things that we've gotten to see with Surface Hub is how culturally it changes how a meeting takes place. Surface Hub is our large collaboration device. It's 84 inches down to 55 inches. But one of the things that's fascinating, it democratizes a meeting because it makes people stand up. And they walk over to the hub and they start working. And then someone else stands up and they get side by side. And then the person who's remote, who's kind of maybe Skyping in from India, can see that body language. They can participate. We can see their face. We can see their reaction. We can see that they have a question. When we're talking to them, we're making eye contact with that individual because we place the cameras at the right point of sight where it hits their line of sight. And ideas start with one person that catch fire to the next, that catch fire to the next. And so partnerships like Steelcase are really all designed about how do we take the device, how do we take the space to unlock that creativity to fuel the ultimate productivity.
I think the secret in the future is that most organizations will allocate no fixed space to anybody. And when you come into the building, there'll be an algorithm, an AI that says, right, Philip, you're going to be working in this space today for these reasons with these people, and it will book it for you and organize your technology. And I think that's the secret. That's when these spaces really begin to sing.
The places that we live in every day, the places that we spend most of our life, the workplace, really shapes our behaviors as an organization, as individuals. And those individual behaviors over time become the culture and the thread of the companies that we work for.
Gibson, thank you very much.